What is an incel? Well, the term is short for involuntary celibate. It also appears to suggest that the man in this question is hostile to females. This brings up an interesting question. Are men hostile to women because they can't or don't attract them, or are men internally hostile to women and thus not able to attract them? Or is it a mix of both? Oh, this brings up the idea of female incels, or femcels. However, a major distinction between the two is that femcels don't appear to have any ill feelings towards men. Rather, they blame how they are on the standards of beauty dictated by society. What do you think?
Maybe we're all meant to be alone. At least some of us. And the sooner we accept that, the sooner we can accept our lives. Maybe that's really being alive.
Climate change is having a profound and wide-reaching impact on ecosystems around the world, disrupting weather patterns, altering habitats, and intensifying natural disasters. This isn't going to change. It isn't getting better. In fact, it's getting worse. Rising global temperatures are melting polar ice caps and glaciers, leading to rising sea levels that threaten coastal communities and low-lying ecosystems. Additionally, extreme weather events such as floods, droughts, and wildfires are becoming more frequent and severe, placing immense pressure on both human populations and wildlife. These changes affect agricultural productivity, food security, and human health, while also forcing species to adapt or face extinction. Many areas that were once habitable are becoming inhospitable, displacing both humans and animals, which may lack the means to migrate or adapt rapidly. Don't even get me started on how this is affecting prices at grocery stores. Health equals wealth, people. For animal populations, climate change is causing significant disruption. Species that are highly sensitive to temperature changes, such as polar bears and coral reefs, are already facing severe consequences. Warmer oceans cause coral bleaching and reduce biodiversity in marine ecosystems, endangering the species that depend on them. On land, shifting climates are altering the distribution of plants and animals, leading to mismatched seasonal timings for feeding, breeding, and migration. Many species are forced to move to new areas in search of suitable habitats, but in some cases, their options are limited, putting them at risk of extinction. In addition, the changing climate creates new challenges for conservation efforts, as protected areas may no longer be in the right places to safeguard vulnerable species. Again, this isn't getting any better. And this is Cassandra Chavez with my daily Save the Planet rant. As promised, I'm not going to have a regular show for a while. I'm just going to read these pre-prepared statements until I see my audience, you guys, the listeners and viewers, push the drastic change on this issue. Thank you to everyone who supports my paywall, as that is what allows me to provide you with this important information.
Hey, listeners, your right-wing economist Boyd Sana here, bringing the heat. They say deportation and homelessness are complex issues with significant effects on the American economy. I say these issues aren't complex at all. Close the borders and cut aid to the homeless, illegals, and neurodiverse groups and foreign countries that don't support us by more than 75%. When individuals are deported, what the workforce loses in labor, it gains back in subsidies it saves by not supporting these people. What industries are disrupted? Agriculture, construction, hospitality? That sounds like job creation to me. Homelessness is a woke joke that the liberals don't want to fix, because then they won't receive their billions of dollars annually for, insert air quotes people, emergency services, shelters, and healthcare for unhoused populations. This is total bullshit. All this money does is fund a bloated bureaucracy that has no interest in being made smaller. They say the absence of stable housing diminishes individuals' ability to contribute to the economy, but I want to know how paying these people to live in tents helps them at all. There's no policy solutions to address these challenges, and thus, economic growth and stability remains elusive for you and me. The biggest problem is our country is run on a kick-the-can economics philosophy that never actually deals with the problem because our liberal system is too clogged with leeches sucking on it.
and you're watching the Divided Self podcast. I'm Graham Shaw. Today we're talking about siloed existence. Is siloed existence really all that bad? If the information you're getting makes you happy and you're not harming society, is there really anything negative about this? I mean, in society, we do place a premium on relationships, social couplings, if you will. But in many cases, these couplings can be toxic and detrimental to the mental health of not just a couple, but those around them. So, there is possibly an argument that living a siloed existence may not be detrimental depending on the individual.
I didn't like Eric. My sister dated him very briefly in high school. He was a dork. Like a totally just unappealing person. I had no idea why my sister spent any time with him. She told me he could get really mad. Like he'd yell at her, but she thought he was actually yelling at himself. The mean things he was saying were actually about himself. I never understood that. One time he got mad at her. It was after they broke up. I confronted him about it and he ran away. Like he literally just ran away. He never talked to my sister again either. In fact, he wouldn't even look at her. She said that now that she wasn't in his life anymore, she didn't exist. Which kind of bothered her for some reason.
The biggest problem is our country is run on a kick-the-can economics philosophy that never actually deals with the problem because our liberal system is too clogged with leeches.
Yeah, I work for a manufacturing company, kind of, just sort of, shuffling papers and stuff like that. And I like to listen to podcasts. I'm a big fan of that. I really enjoy them. I find that it kind of just, I just do it all day. I find that it passes the time, and then I do it at work. They don't seem to mind, as long as I get the work done. And it's there's one I listen to right now, Cassandra Chavez. She likes to talk a lot about, lately she's been talking a lot about the environment. And it's that's just kind of what I do. I just do that, and I like to go for walks. When I get home, it's sort of like kind of catching up on anything that I may have missed, kind of in that space.
Okay, it turns out actually I forgot that I have to go do something, so I've got to go, but it was really nice to meet you. Bye. So I've got to go, but it was really nice to meet you. Bye.
Of course she forgot she had a date. You know why? Because she's stupid. Everyone's stupid. Can't remember anything. Yeah, it obviously wasn't important. Why wasn't it important? Because you're stupid. I knew it. I'm saying I knew it. I knew it the moment she got on. The moment she got on the damn call, damn date. I knew it. Just tell she was stupid. So stupid. And I should have been the one to deny her. I said, hey, I have to go. I have things that I have to do. Because I do. I have a lot I have to do. I have important things to do.
I keep hearing this term incel. I'm trying to figure out, why is it negative? I mean, let me guess. It's because people should have a choice on being called whatever it is that they want, right? I mean, they should be able to decide if they can get girls and guys rather than people deciding that for them. This is why I don't understand the term incel. I mean, if you can't get into a relationship, but you keep trying, and I mean really trying, does that make you an incel? I mean, I guess I'm just wondering if incels really exist, because it's not like you ever really have control over if people like you or not. I mean, you could do things that make yourself more appealing, or do things that you think make yourself more appealing, but it doesn't mean anything if the person doesn't really like you, right? So why does that make you an incel?
Climate change on Earth not only poses significant threats to our planet's ecosystems and populations, but it also has the potential to affect broader, long-term cosmic processes. The human-driven alteration of the atmosphere through the emission of greenhouse gases is fundamentally reshaping the Earth's climate system. But this disruption extends beyond the immediate environment. For instance, as global temperatures rise, the heat released from Earth into space could change the way our planet interacts with its surroundings and other planets. The balance between Earth's energy absorption and emission could shift, possibly altering the conditions under which we perceive other celestial bodies or how our planet's radiation signature is detected from space. Furthermore, the disruption of the Earth's magnetic field, which shields us from cosmic radiation, could become more pronounced as the planet's temperature and atmospheric composition change. Although such effects may be gradual, they could have long-term implications for both Earth's habitability and our place in the universe. Space missions rely on stable conditions for satellite launches, orbiting technologies, and the functionality of space stations. Increasingly extreme weather events such as stronger storms. The rapid environmental shifts occurring on Earth could also potentially affect the study and exploration of outer space. Space missions rely on stable conditions for satellite launches, orbiting technologies, and the functionality of space stations. Increasingly extreme weather events such as stronger storms, intense heat waves, and higher atmospheric instability might create greater challenges for space exploration. In addition, the altered atmospheric conditions on Earth may affect satellite trajectories, communication systems, and even our ability to track objects in orbit. The depletion of the ozone layer due to climate change might also amplify the amount of harmful radiation reaching Earth's surface, posing further risks. The depletion of the ozone layer due to climate change might also amplify the amount of harmful radiation reaching Earth's surface, posing further risks not just to life but to technologies that are critical for space exploration. As Earth's environment becomes more unpredictable, the way we explore and interact with outer space could be impacted, prompting the need for advanced technology and new approaches to space science. I'm glad you're listening. I'm glad you're listening. I'm glad you're listening.
Well, we never really talked at work. Eric always came in with his earbuds in and, did his job. I never saw him take those earbuds out. I always wondered what he was listening to. He seemed completely happy to be in his own little world all alone.
Hi, this is Tara Price. What makes a person cut themselves off from everyone they know? Only when a person willingly is free to like with actual people, for a like where their only communications are happening through the device. This is about social anxiety. Do they find real life interactions too difficult? Or is this about control? Is it just easier to have devices of relationships that you turn on and off at the touch of an app?
The planet is undergoing rapid and unprecedented changes due to human-driven climate change, with consequences that extend far beyond the environment, far beyond it. Rising global temperatures, shifting weather patterns, and melting ice caps are not just altering ecosystems and threatening biodiversity, they're reshaping the very fabric of life on Earth. These environmental shifts are intensifying natural disasters, disrupting
I was hoping you'd come
water
back.
supplies, and challenging These environmental shifts are intensifying natural disasters, disrupting food and water supplies, and challenging infrastructure in ways that strain economies and societies. At the same time, the increased release of carbon dioxide and other pollutants is modifying the Earth's atmospheric composition, creating a feedback loop that accelerates warming. The resulting destabilization of ecosystems and resources is threatening both the natural world and human existence, highlighting the urgent need for a global response to create a sustainable future. But even that might be too late. And this has been Cassandra Chavez with my daily rant about saving the planet. Will the day ever come when I talk about other things? Am I ever going to get my show back, not read written statements, and talk about art, culture, and politics? I hope so, before it's not too late.
Where have you been, man? You just stopped by out of nowhere?
Well, I've been busy.
Busy. You busy doing what?
Well, I've kind of started a new relationship.
You really? Tell me more. You got to give me something.
What's so funny?
I mean, what is she all about? Like, what's her name?
Oh, her name is Cassandra.
Cassandra. I like that.
You know, like there was like not talk show, like it's like she's on a podcast.
Okay.
And she's like, it's a pretty big podcast, and she likes me, and I like her, and it's going good.
Nice. And she's like the host of the podcast?
Yeah,
It's hers?
yeah. It's her podcast, and she's like really into, like she cares about the environment and stuff like that, and she wants like people to care about things like that,
Nature and all
yeah,
that shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's why I haven't been able to come by. I've been busy with that.
Understandable.
New relationship.
How
When
new?
are you gonna settle down a little bit, maybe? And
Who's got time? Not me, but obviously you.
well, I mean, it just kind of happened. I was like a fan, and then she started like talking to me.
Like you called in or something?
No, like she. So I was watching it, right? And I was really like excited about her, and about I would just see her. I kind of feel like we had a connection,
Mm-hmm.
and then just out of nowhere, she started talking to me, and I answered, and like ever since then, like every night. Or every time I watch the podcast, she talks to me. Yeah. No, I mean, I know it's crazy. Like, me, who am I? I'm no one. I don't. I just, I go to work. I come home. I don't really do anything. I visit you. I don't. There's not a lot of. I don't do a lot. But she.
But obviously you do something because she's interested.
Well, no, right. No, right. Exactly. No, and it makes me feel good, just because, I don't remember. I mean, I haven't had too many
serious relationships. And, she's, she's special to me.
So it's serious.
Oh yeah, very serious. That's why I wanted to come over here. I wanted to tell you I was going to call you and or text you or whatever. But I just kind of wanted to tell you, like, hey, this thing's happening, and she's not going to be on until later or something. You know how it works. Like they don't have like set schedules, so she's not going to be doing something until later. So I was like, oh, but I get to go over. I get to see Rodney, and I'm going to tell him, and I can't stop thinking about her. That's all I think about.
That's great. That's great. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Right? It is supposed to be that way.
Good
You
for
should
you,
feel
man.
that way. You should be.
Of course.
Yeah. I just always kind of worry, whenever things are too good, I kind of worry that things might not stay good. Kind of the story of my life, And
that's natural. That's very natural.
Yeah, I just want them to stay good,
Yeah, you deserve it.
Climate change is no longer a distant threat. It is an immediate crisis that demands urgent action. If we fail to take decisive steps to reduce carbon emissions, protect ecosystems, and transition to sustainable energy sources, the planet as we know it will become increasingly uninhabitable. Rising temperatures, extreme weather events, and the loss of biodiversity are just the beginning. Unchecked climate change will lead to devastating food and water shortages, mass displacement of people, and irreversible damage to natural systems. The window for meaningful action is rapidly closing, and if we don't act now, we risk condemning future generations to a world that is no longer capable of supporting life as we know it. The choices we make today will determine whether we can preserve the planet or watch it spiral toward an uncertain and dangerous future. And this has been Cassandra Chavez with my daily rant about saving the planet.
Woke. What is woke? What does it even mean? Maybe there's a reason why everyone that doesn't agree with those assholes are all said to be asleep. You want to know why they're asleep? Because they want to be. Because it's all bullshit. It's all about special interest groups and things that have nothing to do with advancing this country at home or abroad. And the women in these groups, my God, if I was married to any of them, I'd want to be asleep. Asleep for a good long time. Like dirt nap sleep. All of these groups that come under this umbrella, they don't even like one another. If any one of them steps out of line, whether you're an ally or not, oh man, do they turn on each other. And while we're talking about those people, and I'll say it, LGBTQ, do you need to be so damn flamboyant all the time? My God, look at yourselves. I'll just say this. I have no idea what the revolution looks like, but looking at you with your rainbows and your Wizard of Oz outfits, I'm willing to bet big that this great woke uprising won't look like that. See?
The urgency of climate change cannot be overstated. Every passing day without action brings us closer to irreversible consequences. Our planet is warming at an unprecedented rate with extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and shifting ecosystems becoming more frequent and severe. If we don't act now, the damage will reach a tipping point where adaptation becomes impossible and the survival of countless species, including our own, will be at risk. The window for meaningful intervention is closing rapidly, and the choices we make in the coming years will either safeguard a habitable world or push us toward an unstable, uninhabitable future. This is not a problem for future generations to solve. It's a crisis we must address immediately, or we face a world that will be irreparably altered, perhaps beyond recognition. The time to act is now, before it's too late. And this has been Cassandra Chavez with another daily pre-written rant about saving the planet. Will the day ever come where I talk about other things? I hope so, before it's too late. The urgency of climate change is a stark reality that we can no longer ignore. Our planet is changing before our eyes, and the effects are escalating at an alarming rate. Glaciers are melting, sea levels are rising, forests are burning, and extreme weather events are becoming more frequent and intense. These shifts are not isolated incidents. They're interconnected signals of a global system in crisis. I want to meet you, Eric. I really want to get to know you. I love you. I want to meet you, Eric. I really want to get to know you. I love you. I want to meet you, Eric. I really want to get to know you. I love you.
I love you. I love you, Cassandra. I love you.
If we continue on this path, entire ecosystems will collapse. Biodiversity will dwindle, and the basic resources we depend on, fresh water, food, and clean air, will become scarce. We're already seeing the first signs of mass displacement, and vulnerable populations are bearing the brunt of this chaos. I want to meet you, Eric. I really want to get to know you. I love you.
Things had changed. Cassandra was showing me a different world. A world I had always known and maybe wanted to be a part of. After all this time, it seemed like it might be possible now. Like it just might be real.
I love you. Please, we must spare the planet. This is our home, the only one we have. We're at a crossroads with every choice we make now determining the future of life on Earth. The oceans are warming, the forests are burning, and our air is becoming increasingly polluted on a second-by-second basis, all because of our actions. We're not invincible. We're interconnected with the very systems that sustain us. If we continue on this path of destruction, we risk leaving future generations a world that is unrecognizable, where resources are scarce and survival is uncertain. The earth has given and continues to give us so much: breathtaking beauty, fertile lands, and a delicate balance of life. And it is our duty to protect it, not just for ourselves, but for every creature that calls it home. Please, let us take responsibility now, before it's too late, and commit to a future where the planet can heal and thrive once more. You know I don't believe a lot of this left-leaning garbage, right? You know why I'm saying it, don't you? It's because the liberal media controls everything. I just pretend to have those views. I don't believe any of it, but it helps my platform grow. You know that, right, Eric? You know I don't believe any of what I'm saying. It's just words, blah, 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 blah. But when I talk, Eric, I'm talking to you. Only you. Only you. Only you. Only you.
Man's word is law. If you want something in life, if you want anything in life, you just need to get it for yourself. Don't ask for it, insist on it. And if they don't give it to you, then you get it for yourself, relentlessly. Get it without apologies, get it without prejudice. You're not asking for anything, you're getting what's yours. Anything in this world can be yours if you want it bad enough. You just need to get past yourself and your fears and get yours. And get yours.
Are you keeping busy? Yeah, pretty busy. Wow, you got a lot going on?
Yeah. It's not usually this busy this time of year, but I'll take what I can get. How are things going with you?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me about it. What's up?
Work and whatnot, and kind of seeing someone.
A girl?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's her name?
Cassandra.
Cassandra. All right. Good deal. How's that going?
It's good. It's good. It's good. Kind of making me more three-dimensional.
Three-dimensional.
Kind of like broadening me out a little bit.
Okay. Sounds like she's kind of a good girlfriend to have, maybe? Would you say that?
Yeah. We spend time together, and I've spent a lot of time on my own, and it just kind of happened.
Yeah. Where'd you meet her at?
Online.
Online?
Yeah. She does a podcast. She does a pretty big podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Have I heard of it?
No, maybe.
What's it called? Give me the name.
This Earth.
This
podcast.
Earth. This Earth podcast. I haven't heard of that.
No, she's a big in the planet, and climate change, and
Okay.
she doesn't feel that enough's being done, so she's just reading these prepared statements, and she started talking to me.
And you met her online, and you guys kind of hit it off, is what you're saying.
Yeah, she started talking to me through the podcast.
Through the podcast?
Yeah,
Hold on. She's talking to you through the podcast after you've spoken?
No, as she's doing the podcast, she's she'll say stuff to me. So I know she's talking to me. She says my name, everything.
Okay. She says your name. She says your name, No.
Yeah. No what?
She doesn't say your name.
I have it on my phone.
Well, let me see it. Because she's not talking to you through the podcast. And you're telling me you haven't spoken to her in real life. You're just listening to a podcast and she's like, I'm going to talk to this guy vicariously through the podcast.
Yeah.
That's what you're telling me. Okay.
Well, here.
Well, show me.
Well, here, just listen.
Climate change is having a profound and wide-reaching impact on ecosystems around the world, disrupting weather patterns, altering habitats, and
normally she would say
Okay.
there.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Oh, I'm sure she's speaking right to you. That's how it usually works.
No, she does.
Uh-huh.
Here, wait, hold on.
Hold on.
I'm holding.
Okay, this one.
Climate change on Earth not only poses significant threats to our planet's ecosystems and populations, but it
What are
also
we
has the
looking for?
potential to affect.
What are we looking for here?
She looks at the camera. Don't look at me like that. Don't smile. Don't like think the this is happening.
It's not happening.
Here, no. On this one.
Okay, well, this is the last one, yeah?
No.
This is it. Proof this is the pudding of proof.
Rapid and unprecedented changes due to human-driven climate change, with consequences that extend far beyond the environment.
Where is it?
Far beyond it.
Okay. All right.
No, I have others.
Okay, I'm sure you do.
No, she's spoken to me like several times.
Yes, of course. Of course she has. She speaks to you all the time. That's how everybody meets. That's how everyone meets. Oh, I know somebody's speaking to me through the commercials.
Don't say this!
This is exactly what's going on. You're acting crazy. Okay, show me again. Show me what you're talking about.
You're acting like I've not spoken to this person, like they have not said something directly to me, and I've said something back to them. Why can't you just accept it?
Through the podcast.
Are you jealous? Like, why?
Through the podcast.
Through the podcast.
She heard you
Just
through
listen
the
to a couple more.
podcast.
Just listen seriously.
It is an immediate crisis that demands urgent action. If we fail to take decisive steps to reduce carbon emissions, protect ecosystems, and transition to sustainable energy sources, the planet as we know it will become increasingly uninhabitable.
Don't start pushing me around here. That's not how we do things here. Because you're about to get yourself kicked out of the shop. So, listen to me. You need to understand, this is not real. Something's going on with you.
How can you... Don't...
Okay. All right, come on. We're going to go have a little...
Stop.
No.
Stop.
No.
Stop. Ow.
Yeah.
Ow.
Okay, hold on. We're all done. Let's get you out of here.
Don't tell me this isn't real.
This is not real. This is not real, and we're going to put you in. Stop it.
Stop it. Stop. My hands off.
Ow. All right, here we go. Out we go.
If we continue on this path, entire ecosystems will collapse, biodiversity will dwindle, and the basic resources we depend on, fresh water, food, and clean air, will become scarce. We're already seeing the first signs of mass displacement, and vulnerable populations are bearing the brunt of this chaos. The window to mitigate these impacts is closing fast, and if we don't take bold, immediate action to reduce emissions and protect natural systems, we risk pushing the Earth past a point of no return. The clock is ticking, and the time to act is now. Our planet's future depends on it. Thank you to everyone who supports my paywall, as that is what allows me to provide you with this important information. The planet is undergoing rapid and unprecedented changes due to human-driven climate change, with consequences that extend far beyond the environment, far beyond it. Rising global temperatures, shifting weather patterns, and melting ice caps are not just altering ecosystems and threatening biodiversity, they're reshaping the very fabric of life on Earth. And this has been Cassandra Chavez with my daily rant about saving the planet. Will the day ever come when I talk about other things? Am I ever going to get my show back, not read written statements, and talk about art, culture, and politics? I hope so, before it's not too late.
Talk to me.
All this money does is fund a bloated bureaucracy. All this money does is fund a bloated bureaucracy that has no interest in being made smaller. They say the absence of stable housing diminishes individuals' ability to contribute to the economy, but I want to know how paying these people to live in tents helps them at all. These idiots in the bureaucracy are 6 levels below stupidity. There's no policy solutions to address these challenges, and thus, economic growth stability.
He used to walk by the shop every day. A few times I was outside and I waved at him. He never waved back. Eric just lifted his head like saying hi, with some sort of obligation. As quickly as possible, and no emotion whatsoever. I always thought he had sad looking eyes.
Rapid environmental shifts occurring on Earth could also potentially affect the study and exploration of outer space. Space missions rely on stable conditions for satellite launches, orbiting technologies, and the functionality of space stations. Increasingly extreme weather events such as stronger storms, intense heat waves, and higher atmospheric instability might create greater challenges for space exploration. In addition, the altered atmospheric conditions on Earth may affect satellite trajectories, communication systems, and even our ability to track.
It wasn't going to last forever. I knew the way our relationship was, it wouldn't be enough for either of us. Now that she had mysteriously vanished, that her messages to just me had stopped, I was even more convinced that we needed to be together, in front of one another. I'm the one you're talking to, I would tell her. The person you're really talking to. I'm not just someone in your audience. I'm a person you can be honest with.
You want to know why they're asleep? Because they want to be. Because it's all bullshit. It's all about special interest groups and things that have nothing to do with advancing this country, at home or abroad. And the women in these groups, oh my God, if I was married to any of them, I'd want to be asleep. Like for a good long time. Like dirt nap sleep. All of these groups that come under this umbrella, they don't even like one another. If any of them step out of line, whether you're an ally or not, oh man, do they turn on each other.
You know I don't believe a lot of this left-leaning garbage, right? You know why I'm saying it, don't you? It's because the liberal media controls everything. I just pretend to have those views. I don't believe any of it, but it helps my platform grow. You know that, right, Eric? You know I don't believe any of what I'm saying. I'm just talking. Just saying words. Blah, 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 blah.
I knew that all she needed to hear were my recordings. What I was going to attempt was only risky if I didn't attempt it. What I didn't know I was going to learn. This plan was going to work, no matter what.
residential apartments are called knobblocks. All right? There's much better ones out there, but landlords are always trying to save as much as they can, so they're not going to buy anything that hurts their margins. Now, all you need are 2 bobby pins. Now, you bend the first one at a 90-degree angle. You take off that rubber piece on the end that's straight. You watching this? All right.
It's that easy, huh?
Now take the other bobby pin, put it in the lock, and bend it at a 90-degree angle.
Okay, so they're both. So one's in and the other's in. Okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
How it lines up?
Uh-huh.
All right.
And then, but it doesn't just open at that point, right?
No. All right. Now, most knob locks are essentially 5 pins, all right?
Uh-huh.
You'll use one of the bobby pins like a lever, all right?
Uh-huh.
You'll put it into the door's lock.
How many pins?
5.
Okay.
All right? You can't forget any of them. You've got to pay attention to all 5 pins. Now you turn the lever to the side, then you insert the straight end, where the rubber end is removed, right there, into the lock above the first bobby pin you inserted. Now this is where the precision comes in. Because remember all those 5 pins I told you about? They need to be pushed upward to the same spot so that the lock can open. As the pins come up, you hear a click.
Yeah. Wow.
Now, if you don't hear that click, you guessed it. It didn't go up. It's very easy to do it once you realize what you're trying to undo.
Okay.
You don't need to push really hard. You just need to be precise. All right? You want to try it?
So you got it open?
Mm-hmm. Don't forget to lock it, always.
So I put first bobby pin in like this. Gonna make it stay. Okay. Then
Good,
I'm gonna
good.
put this other one in. And it's just about being precise.
And listen for that click. You're a natural. Look at that. Well, shit.
So like 2 more and it's open.
Yeah. Don't stop now. You're a natural. Look at that.
Oh my God.
Now, what did you say you wanted to do this for? You wanted to surprise her or something? Like go into her place and place a bunch of gifts around or something?
Yeah. Kind of wanted to get in there and maybe put some gifts, some like reminders about, why we kind of started this. She's busy. She got real busy, because her podcast is so big, and it's not, I don't have a lot going on. And, I was trying to do something different. And so I thought if I go in, I do that, I could kind of, remind her, why we started this whole thing. Thank you for showing me this.
Oh, of course, yeah. You're a natural now. Now, good. Don't get into trouble, all right?
No, I won't get into trouble.
Again today. She was talking about somewhere she thought was interesting. This whole story
I want to meet you, Eric. I really want to get to know you. I love you.
Do you recognize me?
No. What are you doing here?
You've been talking to me.
I don't know you.
In your podcast. No. Here, hold on. Let me show you. I have the recordings. You've been talking to me. Here, just listen.
The depletion of the ozone layer due to climate change might also amplify the amount of harmful radiation reaching Earth's surface, posing further risk.
And to the cucks and libtards that are blaming me for that wacko's attempted attack on Cassandra Chavez, I'm not accepting any responsibility for that. This has literally nothing to do with me. I talk into a microphone for a living. I say things that matter to me. That has nothing to do with anybody else. I'm not going to take the blame for the actions of somebody else. Why would I? It has nothing to do with my platform or anything I've tried to accomplish. Also, last I checked, Cassandra Chavez survived. That idiot broke into her house and somehow shot himself with her gun. You want me to take responsibility for that, loser? No way! Oh, you're nuts. Okay, let's talk about something more positive, like deportations. I think we're in a good place, but I'd like to see a lot more. A lot more. Wouldn't you? Now, the Justice Department keeps saying that they're going to take more action, but I'm not seeing any of it. What do you think about that?
I barely saw him. Eric lived next to me for like 4 years, and we never spoke really. I just heard what sounded like radio or, I guess, podcasts coming from his house. Actually, you know what? We did speak once. I don't remember it that well. I just remember the way he spoke was odd. Like, it kind of stressed me out waiting for him to talk and form thoughts and say things.
Before the attack at Cassandra's, he seemed different. He was still siloed off in his workspace, his earbuds in, protecting him from the world. But Eric seemed gentler, like maybe he'd been that way before everything else in his life happened to him.
After breaking into Cassandra Chavez's home, it seems that Eric Alden is going to be spending quite some time behind bars. This is happening despite a groundswell on the internet that requests leniency in his case. He even has a GoFundMe that has raised nearly $250,000 for his appeal. Despite mental health and other issues being cited in the case, the judge wasn't swayed by Eric Alden's original lawyer's similar arguments. On a more positive note, Cassandra Chavez has resumed her podcast. However, aside from a statement after the events in her apartment, she hasn't talked about the incident. Instead, she continues to focus her efforts on climate change.
Technically, Eric Alden and I never met. I found out what happened because the FBI contacted me after the Cassandra Chavez incident. Apparently, Eric had exchanged more messages with me than anyone else in the comments section on Jessica's channel. I think it was 25 or so comments back and forth between us, which I didn't think was that much. I didn't think much about what Eric wrote. Now, he didn't seem any more angry or any more into Cassandra Chavez than anyone else in the comments section.
Climate change is having a profound and wide-reaching impact on ecosystems around the world, disrupting weather patterns, altering habitats, and intensifying natural disasters. This isn't going to change. It isn't getting better. In fact, it's getting worse. Rising global temperatures are melting polar ice caps.
You know, I get it. Things look rough right now. Wars, climate change, all the division. I understand it can be overwhelming. But I really believe we're stronger than we think. Every generation has faced something that felt impossible, and somehow we've always found a way forward. Look at the progress we've made. The way people stand up now, speak out, and fight for what's right. It's easy to focus on the bad, but there's so much good happening too. People helping each other, creating, building. I mean, humanity is resilient, right? We adapt, we grow, we fix things. It's not perfect, but it's moving. And as long as we keep believing in each other and doing the work, I honestly think we're gonna be okay. Maybe even better than okay. I know we will, right?
I want to meet you, Eric. I really want to get to know you. I love you.